Okay, hello guys. I hope मेरी voice clearly आ रही होगी. Let me just check my voice. I will be back. Okay, so the voice is pretty clear. So let's just start. So we'll be solving the lead code, right? It's lower than the recommended. We recommend you to. Status is good. The bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Okay, let's just will not think of this that much. Let's just start coding. Okay, so we'll be starting with the sheet. Okay, we'll be solving 150 questions. This 150 questions, right? I've solved many of them, like around 85, but I've solved them earlier. So, and these are very random, right? So we'll be solving them one by one, and which will take back us onto the track. So let's just start with the two sum. Right, let me just write it over here also. Okay, so in this portion I'm just adding the link. Okay, okay, let's just cross check whether it is redirecting us or not. Yep, it is redirecting. Alright, so it's just a basic part what this question is saying, that what we have to do, given an array of integer nums and an integer target, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to a target. Okay, we have to return the indices, right? Means we cannot sort these first of all. Okay, you may assume that each input would have exactly one solution. Okay, and there is only one solution. That's great. And you may not use the same element twice. Okay, you can return the answer in any order. Fine, means order does not matter. And here it is saying that, oh, the constraints are bit high. Also, it's 10 to the power 4. Okay, follow up. Can you come up with an algorithm that is less than n square time complexity? So less than n square will be sorting, but we cannot sort it, but we can store the elements, right? Let's just start solving it. So what the question is saying, that we are given, let's just take this example and open draw excel draw. Okay, okay, let's just have that array with us. So this is our array, right? Let's just have it in over here. So this is our array, and now what we have to do is we have to find k. Suppose the target given is 9. Okay, this is the target which we have to find, and this is something which we have, like, what we can say, nums. We have nums over there, so let's just name it as nums. Okay, so we have these two things. Now we know what values can be sum up as 9 from here. 2 and 7. 2 plus 7 will give me 9. Does any other values giving me 9? No. So as per the question also, we will be having just a one pair which is giving us the answer 9. So what we have to return in this case, we have to return 0 comma 1, right? We have to return this, and I guess we have to return this as a pair, right? So this will be our uh, this will be our answer, right? Okay, so let's just check this out, what it is saying. So yeah, we have to return an integer array. All right, so that's great. So now what are the ways in which we can find it? The one way is by sorting, right? If we can sort, but by sorting we cannot provide the same index, because what will happen, this is the actual array, but what if the answer is something different, or if we have some different values over here. Let's just say we have this 2 and 17, and we have to find the target as 13. So in this case our answer should be 0 comma 2, right? 0 comma 2. But if we sort this, so what will happen? If we'll sort this, then this 11 will come up over here, and then we will be having this 15 and then this 17. So after sorting, what will be your answer? Your answer will be this 0 comma 1, right? 0 comma 1. Your answer according to this one will be 0 comma 1, which will not correct. The correct answer should be 0 comma 2. So we cannot sort it. Yeah, that's pretty clear to us. Let's just go back and have this as 9. Yep, and this is 7. So another way is using the for loop. What we will do by for loop, we'll be iterating. Like, let me just create 2 pointers. Right, this is one pointer. Let's just have a color this, and then we'll be having one more pointer. Let this one has, this is pretty, let's create a smaller one. Let's create this smaller one. Array, please just stop over here with this color. Alright, so we'll point it over here. So what will happen now, we will like have these 2 pointers, right? Let's just take this 7 over here. And let's just understand what will happen. We will be having this I, this is our I pointer, and this is our J pointer. Let me just name it as I and name it as J. Change the color of J. Alright. So now what will happen? What is happening here? Okay, let's just leave this. So J pointer is over here and I pointer is over here, right? Now we are just like dragging these things. No, we have to drag these things, so we have to use this. Alright. Yeah, I just used wrong things, I guess. Let's just delete this and delete this also, and just have normal, what I can say, I and a normal J. Well, yeah, that's, so we'll be having this I and this then this J. And what we'll do, we will iterate this j over here, one after another. Basically we have one for loop I, instead that we have this j loop. So what will happen, we will be having this I on 2 and this j on 11. So we'll add both nums of I and nums of j. What we'll do nums of I plus nums of j. Okay, and we will check whether this is equals to our target or not, right? So as of now 2 plus 11 is 13, which is not equals to target, so we will move this j. 2 plus 7, is it equals to target? Yes, it is equals to target. So what we will do, we will just simply return I and j. But what if our target is something like 11 plus 15, 11 plus 15, or let's just consider 20, 22. What if our target is 22, right? So if our target will be 22, then yeah, again we have to move this. Now 2 plus 15 is 17, again we have to move this. And once our j loop overs, our I goes over here and our j will goes up over here. Again we will plus this 2, we will be having 18, which is less than, which is not equals to target. So let's just move this over here. Now 11 plus 15, which is 26. 26 is not equals to target, right? So again we'll move this j. Now j is over, so we'll move the I and we'll place the j at I plus 1. After that we will again check, do we have this 7 plus 15. 7 plus 15 is 22, which is equals to target. So we will return what? We will return new, we will return I comma j, right? This will be our answer. So let's just try and code it. And answer is equals to new int of size 2, and of size 2. Okay, alright, and now let's just create for loops for int I equals to 0, I less than, let's just have this also, n is equals to nums dot length. Alright, less than n I plus plus. And see, if I show you one more thing, after that when this is over, we should not be having our I over this index. Why? Because we are placing this j at I plus 1, so there is no place for j, so we can have this over here only, then we will be having the pairs. So n minus 1, then I plus plus. Let's just have another variable for int j equals to I plus 1, j less than n, j plus plus. Alright. And now what we will do over here, we will be doing very basic thing. And what is that basic thing? Like we will check if nums of I plus nums of j, is it equals to the target? And if yes, what we will do, we will just simply add ns of 0 equals to I, ns of 1 equals to j, and then return ns, right? Else we will be just continuing the same process. And after this we will definitely be having this return statement. But suppose if we do not have, then we will just simply return ns, right? Okay, let's just run it and check. See, it is accepted, right? I guess I just submitted it directly, yeah? No, we have not submitted. Let's just try to hit submit. Yeah, see, it works. But if we analyze the complexity, then it's n square. And in the description it is mentioned that can you come up with an algorithm that is less than n square time complexity. And here we are like, see, we are checking for every I and then j, and we are just checking for two numbers. We can come up with a different approach also. uh, let's just first of all add this one, copy solution, and then add this over here. Brute force link, find a pair in array which which sums up to given target. Right now, brute force use nested for loop and n square. Right, big of n square. And how I'll be adding the link over here? Link. Okay, paste, play. Okay, now if we optimized approach, what we can do in the optimized approach, we can use map. We can use map for storing the indices. Okay, so let's just try to solve it using that approach. We have to have these two things. Let's just remove this and create a map. Map of integer comma integer map equals to new hash map. Right, and after creating this hash map, what we will do, we will just basically start iterating for int I equals to 0 to I less than n I plus plus. And then what we will do, we will just check if map dot contains target minus. Okay, now one more thing is that target will always be greater, right? We are adding two numbers in the description. If we check, no, we can have negative numbers also. So let's just go with this approach, right? And then I will let you know what I'm doing. Target minus nums of I. If v contains key which is target minus nums of I, means we have suppose we are on this 2 and we already have this 7 in our map. So what we can say, target is 9 minus 2 is 7. So do we have this 7 as a key? And if yes, then what we will do, we will simply add ans of 0 as I, ans of 1 as map dot get target minus nums of I, right? And then simply return ans. But if it is not over there, then what we will do, we will just simply map dot add it map dot put it, and how we will put it inside, we will be having our nums of I along with I value. Okay, so what it will do, it will create a map for us. And how does that map will look like? Let me show you. That map will look like as 2 is at 0th index, then 11 is at 1 index, then 7 is at second index, then 15 is at third index, right? So this is the key and this is the value. That is pretty much clear to you all, guys. Right, so let's just run it and check. See, it is accepted. It is showing as accepted. Let's just try to hit submit now. Boom, we are able to solve it with that. Let's just check the complexity. You have reached the analyzing rate limit for today. Okay, means I will not be able to look. No, not a problem. But yeah, we have used map, so we have reduced it from n square because we are not uh, running two nested for loops over here. We are just using one for loop. That's it, and we are using this, which is taking we are using this contains key method, which is finding the key inside the map, and this is a hash map, so it will be big of one operation. And at the brute force, it will take uh, basically for inserting, it will take a big of, right? So yeah, that is pretty much it. And yeah, there is one more thing, na. Why I have done target minus nums and not nums of I minus target, or even not this math dot abs of target minus nums of I. Let me just show you. See, it is giving me wrong answer because in the description it is clearly mentioned that the nums of I and the target can be negatives also. Right, so our answer can be negative also. And in the submission, this wrong one. See, the nums is this, right? So let's just copy that. This is our nums, and then the target is 0. So target is 0. And when we'll create the map, what will happen? We will first check for this minus 3. Does we have anything in our map which can, after like subtracting this from minus 3, will no, we do not have. So we'll just store this minus 3 at 0th index. After that we will move on to 4. So the target is 9. 9 minus 4. So 9 minus 4 is 5. So and math.abs of 5 is just 5, right? So basically abs of 9 minus 4, which will be 5. So this is not what we want, right? Again, so what we'll do, we'll just store this for at 1. After that, what will happen? We will move on to 3. Right. Now what we'll do, we'll find in our this array, this particular map. What we'll find, we will try to find target minus this 3. 9 minus this 3. But our target is 0. My bad. So 0 minus 3. So 0 minus 3 is minus 3. But 0 minus 3 is what? Minus 3. ABS of minus 3, bro. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if we have checked for minus 3 in our map, do we have any contents key which has minus 3? Yeah, we have minus 3. So we have returned 0 with this index, which is particular this 2. But what happened instead of that? We have done ABS of minus 3. So what it will return me? It will return me 3, and I do not have 3 over here. So that's the issue. So that's why I have not done this like math.abs or nums of I minus target, right? Let's just again hit it. Yep. Okay, so it got accepted. Let me just copy the link and add it over here as link. Control K, paste, apply. All right. So yeah, here we have both the links for this two-sum problem, and that is pretty much it, guys, for today. So this is our first video. So I hope you enjoyed this. I guess we have taken lot much time. How much time I have taken, bro? Okay, so it's about half an hour. Oh my God. Okay. So just it's very simple problem. It's the problem of like around solving in a within 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, but I'm explaining also. So it has taken too much time. So yeah, I will try to reduce the explanation length also within 10 minutes for easier problems. Okay, so and I guess this is tagged easy also. Yeah, it is a easy problem. So yeah, we have to solve it quickly. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be coming live daily for solving such videos, right? Okay, so let's just wrap up for today. Okay guys, bye bye.